I have been waiting for this city builder to release for a long time. This is Farthest Frontier, and it's basically, well, it's a city builder. The point is that you strike out from your old life, and you decide to start a new town, a new city, a new settlement in the middle of nowhere, on the frontier, as you would probably imagine, and that's exactly what we are going to do. Now, I should point out that this video has been sponsored by the developers, Crate Entertainment, so thank you very much for sponsoring this video. You can check out a link to the game down in the description below. It's just hit 1.0, great time to check out this one. Right, it's time to do a little bit of resource collection. We are building this town center. It is already in progress. That's good. But we are going to start ourselves off with a little bit of resource harvesting. Specifically, we're going to go after a couple of trees over here. We're going to immediately bump this into 3 times speed. At the present moment, we've got all of our resources up in the top right. We have got 5 food stores, which is not very much, but it's 5 months of food. We got a little calendar over here, which is quite handy, keeping track of time. We got 12 people at the present moment in our settlement, 6 adults, 6 adolescents. That is fine. We're going to want to try and make sure that we have got houses and accommodation for all of them, but that is, of course, going to be, well, happening after we get done with the building of this town center. Right, there we go. I think that is all of the wood that has been delivered, and now it's just a case of a little bit of extra manpower that is going to be required to get it across the line. Boom, what do you know? We have got Arcadia Town Center looking good. Currently, Tier 1. Obviously, we're going to try and upgrade it to Tier 2 over the course of time. We're going to need to build a few different buildings. We're going to need to increase our population a little bit, get some wood planks, etc. Let's have a little look at what we can build, shall we? We got service buildings over here. We've got housing buildings. Absolutely, I want to start the process of... Oh, a little bit of electricity in the air there. Yeah, I want to get started with some houses right about here, I think. I mean, I don't need a crazy amount of housing, but it would be good to at least try and, to some degree, future-proof our operations a little bit. That is quite a large investment of wood that we have just sort of thrown down over here, but we'll certainly do our best to get this all built. How many people can fit in each and every house? Only protect against coldest elements? Okay, I'm not actually sure. I guess we'll find out when we finish up this this build site over here. Okay, we got 4. We got 4 people, so we actually only need 3 houses in order to fully satisfy our housing requirement, but that's fine. Okay, so notification up in the top left, housing shortage. Yep, we're working towards fixing that. That is fine. Next thing that I want to get done, we don't really need to worry about the shrine yet, although we will want to worry about that in a little bit. Storage, a stockyard. We don't need a stockyard right now. We've got a storage cart here, which is doing an ample job of storing all of our basic resources, so we don't have to worry about that at the moment. Food production, hunter cabin. Absolutely want to do a hunter cabin if it's all possible. Looks like there's a little source for rabbits over here. Is that it, really, in terms of rabbits? There's... What's that? There's more rabbits over there. Well, there's lots of rabbits in that vicinity. Anything else? That's eggs. Okay, I guess we'll stick it here. Sure, let's get it at least zoned. That sounds like a good idea. We don't necessarily have to build it right now. That's fine. A forager shack. Yes, I will get a forager shack, but I'm not going to do it right now. Fishing shack. I don't see a lake or any opportunity to fish around here, so that's a no-go. And a smokehouse, the ability to preserve meat, definitely something that I want to do. The calendar indicates that we are in late spring at the moment, which is fine. There's nothing that we can do about the weather, but what we do need to think about is what the heck is going to happen when winter rolls around. We're going to need 2 things. First of all, we're going to need a well. A well is going to be very, very useful just to get us some water. Let's build it, like, round the back here. I mean, there is definitely... Actually, over here seems way better. 82%, 82% water bonus. Yep, this seems like a really good area. We're going to need to try and grab some rocks as well, which I will do. But what I really want to get is the fire splitter. Now, if I build this in proximity to the houses, it is going to lower desirability. So we're going to, just not do that, I suppose, and we're going to build, or at least we're going to start the process of building like an industrial area over here. Seems pretty sensible to me. I'm also going to select this stone to be harvested and this stone to be harvested as well, and a few more trees just for good measure. Okay, we're still after logs. Don't worry, we're getting a lot of logs. The logs are going to be required for firewood transformation as well. As you can see, no firewood, no firewood, no firewood. Nobody has any firewood, but that's okay. Food stores, we have got 2 months of food stores remaining. The hunter cabin is actually, conveniently, just about done. That is great, and that is going to be our first working building, which is quite nice. Now, you're seeking a weapon. Do we have weapons? We absolutely do. We've got some bows and arrows. Apparently, we took them from our last life. We can also do... We can do some berries and stuff harvesting. I mean, if we've got... That's rabbits over there. If we've got any other types of... These are nuts over here, so we can harvest them. More people await word to join your settlement. Amass a 4-month supply of food and 6 houses. Okay, I can absolutely do that. That is something that I'm very comfortable doing. Do we need to collect anything else right now? Not really. Not if we're gonna get... Not if we're going to get some, yep, there we go, some butchering done by the hunter. That is pretty good. Tell you what, though, we should... Oh, look. We're doing some firewood splitting. It's not going to immediately fix our problems, but it is going to sort things eventually. We're going to rectify all of these little warnings. The well as well, we are now working down. We're working through. That is great. Let's get the... I know I said I wasn't going to worry about it, but let's get the forager shack up and running. I mean, here somewhere maybe. Here's not too bad. Here's a pretty good place. It's going to cost us a little bit of effort and energy to get it built in the middle of a forest, admittedly. But there's a mushroom cluster there, a bird's nest there, greens, all within range. More greens over there. So yeah, absolutely seems like a great place to get cracking and to build them. Now, people that are awaiting 4 months of food, that is absolutely an objective, and 6 houses. I don't know if that's 6 houses total, or if it's 6 houses bonus. Either way, we're going to build some more houses. Let's absolutely just do it. We'll actually leave a little room there. That will be 6 houses default. Let's get that in there. And that in there. Okay, that's looking like quite a nice little... It's looking like quite a nice little neighborhood. Let's allow all of this to get built. All of the firewood warnings have disappeared. That's great. We might actually start to get a little bit more firewood. Oh, holy heck, this thing is actually being built already. Wow. Well, that's great news. That will allow us to get immediately down to harvesting all of the things that we need to harvest. That's great. Something that I really like about this game is the fact that the seasons really do mean something. So this hazelnut bush, for example, has literally just come into season, which is really cool. And this is one of the resources that can be manually harvested. If we go to bushes, that will allow us to harvest that. That will allow us to harvest these over here. And that'll be pretty darned nice. Is there anything else? Another little hazel bush over there. That'll be nice and handy. Now, we still need to try and hit that magical 4-month food in our stores metric, but we're not quite there yet. You're out of logs. Well, tell you what, let's harvest. In fact, there's loads of logs to be harvested. It's just a matter of waiting until it's done. We're also getting through these stones over here, which I'm delighted about. But is it really a priority? Potentially not. But I suppose once we've built them, or once we've removed the stones, we've removed the stones, right? Like, we could just keep storing them in our crate over there. We do need to think about how we allocate sort of our manpower resources at the present moment. We've got quite a lot of goods that are in storage over here. We don't really have anywhere to store our resources. I mean, food, storage depot, storehouse, root cellar. This is what we need. If we get a root cellar, it's a partially underground structure that we can use to store food at a reliable temperature, reducing the rate of spoilage. That is slightly out of our realm of capability at the present moment, but that will change. Don't you worry. Aha, the people have arrived at the village. 7 people have arrived. They have plans to immigrate. Will you accept them or turn them away? I will absolutely accept them. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Just in time for winter. Pick up your firewood, get chopping, and let's start going. Right, so the way that knowledge works. We currently have 0 unused knowledge. Our town center generates knowledge over time, not at a hugely great rate, as you can probably appreciate. We're going to get some more specialized buildings that will end up helping out more specifically in that regard. This building storage is full. Are we not moving these things out? I guess there's not really a great place for them to go. We can build a storage facility. I don't think this will store. I don't think this will store food, though. A bustling market would help generate gold? Yeah, it absolutely would. That would be a great idea, if at all possible. Do I want to get some roads? Yes, I would quite like to get some roads, because I have kind of designed and planned for just this eventuality. Oops, there we go. What am I looking for? That'll do. That will do. Down here. Nice. And down there. Yeah, I think that'll do. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a huge amount, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but it's fine. Right, we have generated some knowledge. Your people's knowledge has expanded. Invest in knowledge in the technology tree to unlock new upgrades. Cool. So, we jump into the technology tree. There is a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on down here. So, first of all, we got different sort of tiers of knowledge. Wood lore, 2 more resources gathered per forage source. That's pretty darn good. Smoked meat, sustainable fishing. I don't care about sustainable fishing, to be honest. 15 plus speeds. Taxation. Interested. Hygiene. Natural philosophy. That's probably pretty darn good. Defensive barricades. Militia. Spotters. Adjustable shoe lasts. Stone cutting. I mean, I like all of that. Minus 10% work to produce firewood. I like that a lot. Plus 10% tree felling speed. Yeah, I think here's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna get the knowledge. We're gonna get the knowledge boost first. That is absolutely, I think, what the priority is. Yeah, definitely want to get the knowledge boost first, so that we just have a little bit more knowledge. It's gonna take 5 months until the next discovery. I think that's down from 6. So yeah, that's pretty darn good. All right. Well, I suppose it is time we zone a stockyard. We need to get this built in order to ideally unlock the storehouse, which is going to unlock, in turn, the root cellar. No, this building the stockyard unlocks the root cellar and the storage. No, it unlocks these two. We need to build this in order to build that. Goodness gracious me, potato. Right, where do I want to put the root cellar? I don't mind the idea of putting it here. We'll maybe think about zoning a second one right next door if we need to. What did we need for the market? The market requires a saw pit and a storehouse. So, a saw pit, we actually already have, I guess we unlocked through this interface here. I would like to build this, but I don't really want to necessarily build it super close. We'll build it over there. That's fine. And what was the other thing that we needed to get built? It was... Oh, we need to get fields up and running. Yeah, but we're not quite there yet. Storehouse. Let's build the storehouse over here. Is this a good place for it? It's quite central. Yeah, I feel like it's quite central. Let's roll with that. There's an impending blizzard. Not a fan, but that's okay because we've got the firewood. We're actually ready. We're shockingly prepared. Trees, bushes, etc. Let's sort of mark this area to come down. This saw pit, hopefully, a yard where sawyers can cut logs into wood planks. Beautiful. 2 people assigned here. That seems fine. I mean, I don't really want to allocate more of my sort of precious resources at the moment to... Oh, a little bit of hunting there. Don't want to allocate more precious resources to doing work, which is, you know, undoubtedly useful, but not necessarily a priority. There's a hawthorn, a winter berry over there. We'll go and nab that whilst we're waiting for the storehouse to get built. And then, maybe after all that, we will be able to build ourselves a market. Oh, but we need 50 planks in order to do that. So I guess that is the priority now. 50 planks, get the markets, and then see where that takes us. Right, Blizzard is over. That didn't take too long, but it was a little bit disruptive. Everybody just chilled in their houses. I mean, literally and figuratively, I think, which is fine. A new villager has been born. Amazing. Amazing. Iba. Sure, congratulations. Congratulations. Age 1. Good. Can't wait until you can contribute to the village and hopefully work. That is what we need. We need villagers to work. Okay, this is looking good. I mean, it's not exactly a super productive time at the moment for my forager. I'm just wondering, is there a more interesting, apt sort of winter location that we could allocate to? I mean, not really, to be honest. I think we're just going to leave that there. Clay deposit there. These deer... Yeah, deer are being hunted by the hunter cabin. And actually, tell you what, we could just adjust this. I thought that was in there, was in range, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. We're okay with that. The root cellar is now up and running. That's good. So in terms of spoilage reduction, we're in a good place there. I think I've built... I'm so close to building all of this, which will unlock the market, which I'm pretty interested in. In order to upgrade the town, we're going to need a market. We're going to need 60 planks, and we're going to need 30 stone. And actually, speaking of stone, we should probably, there we go, do a little bit of stone hunting whilst we are waiting for this miserable winter to be over. There's a massive pile of stones right there. Well, why don't we go and just do that? A little one over there as well. Cool. Yeah, winter is... There's a lot of reduction in workforce. Not gonna lie. Big reduction. Lost food due to spoilage, 26 meat. Yeah, not ideal. We hopefully will be able to get... some more resources moved around more quickly. Storage depot, storage structure used to store all items. We can build that if we want to. Storehouse is up and running. Housing, good. Oh yeah, shrine. Should we get the shrine? I think we should get the shrine. And you know what? We should build it right here. What am I kidding? We do not have any gold. Not yet anyway, but we will have it soon. Because once we get the market up and running, oh, look at this. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's going to increase desirability for everyone. Well, I'll tell you what, let's build this right about here. Yeah, so that we can leave a little bit of space up to here. Good. And then another little bit of space out here. That's looking a little bit better. Now, we do not have the requisite number of wood planks yet, so I'm thinking that I might temporarily assign a few more people to do plank jobs. That'll definitely help. Losing a little bit to spoilage. Not ideal. Not ideal, but we're pushing ahead. Well, I was just quite happily, you know, letting things happen. Waiting for this market site to be built, which is coming along nicely. But there's a fire that has broken out at the storehouse, which is barely used to store anything at this present moment. But that's okay. Of all of the buildings to burst into flames, it's, you know, with the exception of these two houses, probably the best one, because it is very, 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 very close to the well, for which we have loads and loads of buckets of water. We've also managed to accrue a little bit of extra knowledge, which is kind of well, at least we've now got a lot of practice with putting out fires, if you think about it. It's good. Means that we now know how it's done, and we can all put out this fire, hopefully before it spreads to the next building, or the next building, or any of these other buildings. Please, just get it done. Just get it done. There we go. Nice. Well done, everyone. Well done. That is brilliant. Okay, let's actually press on. Let's get the remainder of the wood planks allocated into this market. That's going to be so darn good for us. 30 people, 60 planks. I mean, with the exception of the 30 people, we're in a pretty good place. Actually, we're not a bad place. time management. Most time is spent working. That's really quite good. Basic needs, transferring goods, combat, idle. Basic needs are basically all being met. Occasionally, well, one of the residences has an issue with food. Happiness is through the flipping charts. I mean, everybody seems unbelievably happy. Nobody's concerned about beer yet. Nobody's concerned about luxury. Nobody's concerned about spirituality. This is great. That's amazing. Oh, and yeah, we got a knowledge point. What did I say I was going to spend my knowledge point on? I said I was quite interested in either this or more probably... I think we'll just get cast iron blades. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to always need to chop down trees. So I figure, why not just start with something which is going to save our people so much flipping time. Makes sense. Also, we can set an exploration point, which I can absolutely do. Will that mean that somebody navigates there automatically? Kind of looks like you're heading over there right now. If that's the case, that's great. No, you're not. I mean, I can tell you to go there, which is kind of cool. There we go. In fact, we can manually sort of just like walk this individual around. So sorry for possessing your body and moving you around, but I kind of need a little bit of extra intel. Still no sign of any fish yet, or any watered areas. That's... Oh, there is an area of some boars over here, which can be dangerous. They are a bit dangerous if you get too close to them. They're territorial animals, apparently. So there you go. But I don't think we're gonna go too near them. We're gonna steer very, very clear. Oh, what's this? Salvage site? Absolutely salvage this. Heck yeah! And another knowledge. Did we get a knowledge just for discovering that site? I'm not actually super sure. Let's take... we need to smoked meat, fish. I'll take wood lore. Yeah, we'll take that just because we're actually still scavenging. And that's pretty important. But we should probably think about... Oh, that's annoying. A little bit of spoilage there. Yeah, we should probably think about what we're going to do with our meat. And I'm thinking that we want to get a smokehouse. And let's build it in the... Oh, I was going to say rough proximity of the storage of the food cellar. But I guess we'll have to build it over here. Yeah, let's build it over there for the very simple reason that it's going to decrease the desirability if we're not careful. So, you know what? Let's just do that. Get that built over there. Hey, the market is up and running. That means desirability for this entire area is going to be way, way, way higher. And monthly income, look at that. We're actually getting some income. Your people explored a salvage site and managed to procure some valuable goods. What? 179 gold ingots, loads of stone, some tools, a bow, bricks, linen clothes, crude weapons, arrows, and some beans. Just some random beans there. Well, that's honestly kind of good because it means that we can build the shrine. Yeah, absolutely. We can build the shrine, and we can build the shrine right over here. Yes, we will accept people. Welcome, 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 welcome. Come on in. One and all, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to zone some more houses whilst I remember. There we go. All, of course, within the warm embrace of the market, which is really important. It's great. Really happy with that. Okay, do we want to get this pile salvaged? Are you taking the resources back? Where are the resources? I think they're under here. They are under here. They need to be... I can't click that. I want to... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got the gold ingots right there. Okay. I don't think we can... We tell you to prioritize? I don't know if we can. You know what? I'm actually not that bothered about it. It'll just be done when it's done. An oak tree stump. Lovely. Yeah, it'll be done when it's done. There's no real pressing need for it. Right, smokehouse. This is what we are after. We are after meat to be turned into smoked meat with the addition of a little bit of firewood. Meat and fish is unavailable at the present moment. I simply don't believe that. Have we smoked all of our meat already? Well, that's pretty darn good if that's the case. Yeah, there's actually not that much meat here. Yeah, it's all been taken away. Okay, well, that's really quite surprising, to be honest. I'm delighted that that is the case. I am really happy that that's the case. Knowledge generated. Wow, we're really quite knowledgeable. This is looking really good. So yeah, all these bits of gold are going to be moved across from the other side of the flipping world, to be honest. That's fine. Let's do a little bit more stone harvesting. That's going to take a lot of effort to get through that stone harvesting. I'm thinking that maybe I want to get... I was thinking that maybe I wanted to get a farm. A crop field, fishing shack, smokehouse. Yeah, let's get a farm. Now, where we do this does matter, because fertility is going to be different in different places. I mean, I don't love any of these places, to be honest. They're quite far away. I think we'll... What's the minimum size? The minimum size is... Minimum size is quite large, actually. Yeah. And we would have to remove those walnut bushes. I mean, we could just build like a giga field over here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Alternatively, we could just be a bit more clever and not remove all of those different things. Fertility is still quite high. The only downside is that it's absolutely miles away from my village. So that's going to be a problem. But we'll get there. Predators are attacking. Uh-oh. Keep coming, keep coming. Hold on, where's my hunter? You're here? Go and attack the wolf. Or whatever it is that's... Where are you? There we go. Go and attack this son of a gun. Because you've got a bow and you've got a knife on you. There we go. Oh, look, the good villagers are coming to the rescue. Fantastic. Amazing. Well done. And now there's a wolf carcass. I very much hope that that can be used and we can eat it. Otherwise, frankly, what is the point? There we go. Yep, I saw you pick up the wolf carcass there. You're going to take it back and you're going to start chopping it and hacking it to pieces. Butchering meat. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. Nothing goes to waste around here. Right, knowledge-wise, what am I going to get? Minus 25 fertility lost. Plus 15% speed of farmer fieldwork. You know what? Let's take that, given that we're about to start farmer fieldwork. Sounds like a good idea. This is going to be a heck of a lot of work. And, oh, look at that. 2 new villagers immigrated and a villager was born. I think we are very, very close to being able to upgrade this establishment. We do need... You know what? I'll prioritize the rock. We do need a little bit more rock. And if we can get a little bit more rock, then we can get across the line. But I think we can do it. Also, look at this. This is amazing. So our food stores, we've got 4 months worth of food stores, which for the amount of people that we've got is great. Because obviously, we've got half as much food stores, or it'll last half as long with 30 people as it would have lasted with 15 people. But the point is that none of it... Oh. It just disappeared there. None of it is going out of date in the next wee while. Why is it saying that we have 0 months? We definitely do not have 0 months. At least I hope we have more than 0 months. We should maybe get some... We should maybe get harvesting. Oh, there we go. 3 months is back. But yeah, none of it is going to be lost. None of it is going to be lost imminently, which is what matters. Also, this shrine is built. Look at that. Amazing. And that's going to allow us to get a little bit of knowledge, which is lovely. And speaking of knowledge, I keep getting knowledge. This is amazing. Minus 15% work to smoke meat. Yeah. Absolutely. Let's do it. That sounds like a great thing to do. And then we're pretty much just going to save up for 30 stone. And we're going to upgrade this town center. Heck yeah. Oh, would you look at that? This building can be upgraded. Indeed, it can. Let's get it upgraded, shall we? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're making good money. Taxes coming in from the market are equating to 7 gold per month. And thanks to our spirituality, i.e. the shrine over here, we are losing 4 per month. But that's all right. That's a price that we are quite happy to pay, I think. Alright, well, the nights might be drawing in for winter, but our town hall is about to be upgraded, and that is going to fill my heart with joy. That is exactly what we need. Right, this storage cart, by the way, can be moved, and I would like to move it right over to here, or somewhere over here. This is like our storage corner, or at least kind of is our storage corner. We've also got a stockyard in this area. That's like our industrial area. Anyway, tier 2 has been achieved. Fantastic. That's exactly what we like to see. We need 20 homesteads. We need a school. We need a trading post. And we need 200 population as well as a few additional materials in order to level up this town again. Man, that is going to be a big ask. The good news is, though, we can nab ourselves some tier 2 research. Plus 20% carry capacity for wagons. Honestly, thinking that might be what we're after. Unlocks the paper mill. Unlocks the healer's house. Rat catchers. Okay, all of this is going to be really, really useful. Plus 15% research speed at the academy, which we have not built yet. Blacksmithing forge. A foundry. Yield from candle production. Mines. I mean, plus minus 20% work to produce planks. I'll take that right now because it's the only thing that we actually need. And, you know, we get knowledge, like, really quite quickly, to be honest. So I'm not actually worried about that. I mean, being able to get this early shrine, I feel is fantastic. I feel like that's really really good. Yeah, what am I after next? Oh yeah, let's take a look at the build menu, see what we can build. A bakery, right? So we're gonna be able to turn flour, grain crops, research this technology via the tech tree. So in order to get the windmill, in order to get flour, stuff that we can use to leverage in the bakery, flour, etc. We're gonna need to get some research. That's fine. Services, a trading post. Yeah, I would like this. I don't think this impacts the desirability. So on that basis, let's put it down over here. Sure, we'll just get it queued up. We know that we need to get it done. A school, yes. New discovery, construct this building to earn knowledge. Yeah, I will do that. Also, we want this to be built in roughly a central location so that we can benefit from the desirability bonuses. I didn't check what we actually require. Yeah, I was worried about that. Clay. Festival pole. Entertain villagers or happy villagers. A rat catcher. Well, we're going to get it eventually. But maybe more importantly than that, what am I after? I'm after the tannery. Ooh, construct this building to earn knowledge. I would like to do that. It requires hides and water. I would love to build it next to the hunter's hut, but I do not want to tank the desirability for miles and miles around. So instead, let's just put it down over here. Fine. Get it done. What else do we have? Tannery, cobbler shop, Fletcher building. Yeah, all of this stuff is stuff that I'm going to have to get. But I would like to find... Where's the clay pits? Where is the clay pits? It's right here. Requires a town center tier 2, and it requires a wagon shop in storage. So wagon shop, transport wagons are manufactured. They can be used by villagers to effectively transport goods from mines, pits, and work camps to town storage. Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's absolutely do that. And that is something that we can build, and probably should build as a priority. New year, number 3. Excellent. And more knowledge has been generated. Fantastic. Loads and loads of knowledge, and loads of spare houses. So if anybody wants to come and live here, by all means, please do. We do not have a lot of wood planks at the moment. That is okay. We've still got lots of harvest orders in the mix. We've obviously got this big field, which is, lo and behold, turning into an absolute flippin' nightmare because it's just going to take so much work in order to get built. Yearly taxes collected. 56 gold ingots were collected over the last year. That is not much. I mean, we found 3 times that just in an overturned carriage. Oh, also that school is going to cost me 150. You know what? Pause on the school. There's pretty much no reason to throw resources into that. Wagon shop build site. Yeah, I kind of feel like this maybe should get the priority right now. Tanning as well. I'm delighted that we are doing the tanning. don't get me wrong, but I've heard, well, my semi-understanding of this process is that it is a very awful, stinky, smelly, grotty process. Shout out to all the tanners out there. But I've heard that it's tough work. I've heard that it's tough work. Right, more sawmilling, please. That's what we really need right now. We just need more planks. That's good. We're actually fine for food. Any other harvesting or processing that we need to do? Nope. It's literally just a case getting this field done, which, honestly, yeah, there's nothing we can do to stop it. We can either enable or disable the construction. And I would kind of like to get it done this year. So we'll allow that to press on. We'll also maybe remove that as a target for getting rid of the rocks, because I'm thinking that maybe we want to do trees instead over here. Yeah, nice. Also, are you... you've only got 2 stones. We'll remove you because you got 7 stones in you, but that's fine. Right, knowledge-wise, what do I want to do knowledge-wise? I mean, nothing really? Oh, look at this. A new traveling merchant has appeared. Fantastic. What do I want? I would like to sell some stuff, if at all possible. Town storage. We got stone in storage. Can we sell? Is that a possibility? Let's see. Right, so I've got some items in transit. We have to move resources from the settlement inventory into the trading post inventory. And from there, hopefully, we will be able to sell the items that we've got. I don't want to throw away all of my stone, but I've set it to 19 because I tried to set it to 20, and I misclicked. So there you go. That's why we're selling 19. Right, if we get rid of 19, that'll give me 190 gold? Wowzers. Okay. That's great. In fact, amazing. We now have 190 gold in the trading post. I simply can't believe that. That is amazing. I mean, it is quite labor intensive to get these things done. You know what? Sure. Let's move the gold out of the town storage. That's fine. Wow, I can't believe it. Okay, well, that was a great deal. That was a great deal. And that will basically fund the school. I mean, I don't know where the gold all went, but it should fund the school. It'll fund something. It better go to... Oh, there we go. It's back up. Yeah, okay. Cool. What do I need for the clay pit again? Focus up, potato. Let's get the clay pit done. Clay pit is here. Must be placed on a clay pit. Now, there's a clay pit up here. Is there another clay pit down here somewhere? There is. I think I would rather build this one. Yeah, let's get that built. Sure. I think we should have most of the resources soon, in good time. Crops are ready for assignment. Amazing. What do we want to... Oops. What do we want to grow here? I really like this interface. This is cool. So... yeah, what's our first crop gonna be? I mean, I want to do wheat. I really want to do wheat, to be honest. I really want to do wheat. And I'm thinking, I've got 2 knowledge, so let's see if we can try and find wheat. We know that it is grain crops. So I'm gonna need... How many points here? 20% tree regrowth rate. That'll be good too. The barn, chicken coop, etc. Give me that. I need to get a secondary point in here. And then that'll unlock grain crops, granary, and windmill. So yeah, let's maybe not do that. But then again, we can get it. We can get it like next month. We're pretty close to the end of the next month. So yeah, let's hold off. Maybe... Not necessarily a great idea, but we'll hold off for just a little bit longer so that we can try and get that. Any other buildings that I can build that will get me a little knowledge boost? A soap shop? I'm moderately interested. Moderately interested, I would say. Not hugely. But we will do it. We'll do it up there. Nice. Very cool. And Anything else? Fletcher building. Yeah, I mean, I want to build all of these things, to be honest with you. I really want to build all of them. Let's build all of them. Sure, so we got the tannery, the cobbler shop. Yep. Let's build this here. Let's build the Fletcher building. Squeeze it in there. Lovely stuff. The basket shop. Yeah, we're leaving a little bit of space, but, you know, maybe we can squeeze a decoration in there at some point. And a compost yard. Yeah, this is going to be something that people really want to work behind, I'm sure. Well, they don't get a choice. Okay, so that's all of my resource buildings. A work camp. Continuously harvest wood and stone. Yes, that's what I would really like. Let's build this over here. Right about there would be perfect. So that's going to be great. So instead of just having normal laborers, and in fact, if we have a little look here, we can see that we've got 5 laborers, builders, etc. We can adjust that. Oh, knowledge generated. Let's forget what I was talking about for just a millisecond. Get this down. I still need to get one more point. Okay. I mean, this is not a thing that we need to worry about. Beans, carrots. What do we care about? What do we care about? Sure. Oh, can we not do that there? That's not happening. Remove you. Yeah, so do beans here. We can add a little bit of sand, which we don't have right now because we don't have the ability to add sand. Estimated yield is going to be very, very low because we do not have any of these changes that we've got into place. Soil mixtures for pea. What about for beets or turnips? Peas are still better. What about beans? Yeah, I mean, we're here. We need to be here. Yeah, we're here at the moment. Carrots? Even worse. I don't want to mess around with any of that nonsense. Yeah, not terrible. Cabbage. Whatever, honestly. I feel like we just stick with the peas. I kind of like lucked into a nice random, like, decent crop to grow. Let's get it growing, I mean, basically as soon as we possibly can. And next season, we will absolutely categorically, a new traveling merchant has arrived, maybe an opportunity to make a quick buck. We'll absolutely categorically be able to get some more stuff done. Right, in the meantime, let's get all of this built. The clay pit is under construction as well. In fact, we're just about to, there we go, start the process. Brilliant. Looking at villager professions, the fact that we've only got 3 laborers is not exactly ideal. So reduce the number of builders that we have, because fundamentally we don't need more builders. We can kind of hold off. Trading post. Yeah, I know. We got lots. There's a traffic jam here. Holy cow. I mean, look. Departing in 5 days. I mean, look, if you've got something that... Is there anything that you want at a good price? Not really. Not really. We don't really have anything that you want, so... Kind of just want to say goodbye. Don't really care about pleasing either of those people. Yeah, you're just gonna have to suck it up. Either way, the good news is we have now started the slow process of getting a little bit of clay. We don't need the refined bricks for the schoolyard. We literally just need the clay, which is great. Building has no food. That should not be the case. Well, it might not be the case after we get the crops up and running. Heck yeah. And yes, the field has empty seasons. I know it has empty seasons. But I don't want to mess with next year because we know what's coming, and that is wheat, ideally. And then we can gear our operations pretty much entirely around wheat. A well over in this vicinity would be quite good. Crops lost to animals. I'm going to just assume that was... Great. 171 crops eaten by animals. Well, that's that's a risk. That's a risk that I think, unfortunately, you run when the animals literally are not eliminated. We need to eliminate the animals. Goodness gracious me. Hunter, you need to step up, my guy. Predators are attacking. Where are you attacking? Yeah, we need to go and eliminate these things as well. Let's set rework target area.
Anything?
I do need something, buddy. Here we go. Go and attack you. Fantastic. Let's go and see if the hunter can take the boar down. It's going to be a little bit of a confrontational affair, but I think we'll get the carcass, right? Beautiful. One predator has been killed. Fantastic. Get the boar carcass, take it away. Very happy. Very happy with how that worked out. Cool. Right. Loads of firewood. Still loads of firewood. We need loads of everything. We got a lot of buildings. A lot of buildings that are kind of surplus to requirement right now. Not a lot of them are super useful. I mean, tanning and stuff. It's great that we've got it, but maybe we don't need 2 tanners. Saw pit we definitely do. Trader there. Yeah, we definitely do need you there. Wagon shop, you need wood planks, and you've basically got none. You can produce wagons, which is great, but also, again, maybe a little bit of a bonus right now. We do need some more people, and in order to get some more people, I fear that we may need to increase rather dramatically my my food stocks, especially given the fact that, yeah, we're going to be missing out on the food over there. Maybe I can build a smaller field over here somewhere. I mean, it's right, here's my solution. My solution is to get another hunter cabin over here. Yeah, this vicinity, that's perfect. Build another hunter cabin. That's where we're gonna do. So we're gonna do some more activity. Nuts in the forest there. Maybe even another foraging cabin over here. Yeah, somewhere like that. I don't hate it because it's got some nice sort of winter fruits in it as well. Maybe we'll put that right up at the top of the priority list. So that would be good. Have we finished with the... Ooh, 2 new villagers immigrated. Love to see it. In other good news, we should now be able to get grain crops here, which is fantastic. That sets us up quite nicely for next year. What was the harvest of food? Of peas, beans, whatever it was? Not very much. Right. That's fine. And then here, what do we want? Turnips as well? Yeah, see, we'd have to change... Yeah, the soil is not a great mixture for us, but it's okay. It's okay. Any additional trees that we want to chop down? Chop down a few trees over there. That's fine. What did I say? I said this was... That was the place for prioritization. That's fine. Do we need to do any more pathways? I don't think so. I think we're quite happy with how all the pathways are shaking out. The reason, by the way, that we have no wood planks is because it turns out... Oh, also, it's soap shop. Yeah, get the people out of the soap shop. We don't even have the ingredients to make soap. Well, we've got the tallow part, but we don't have the fragrances of the herbs. So no point in wasting that and wasting that productive capability. Villager is stricken with dysentery. Clean water. And sickness. Yeah, we will need to actively deal with sickness, and we do not have a method for dealing with that. What I will say is that we know the method for dealing with it. It is nursing. This will unlock the healer's house. That is what we are probably going to be doing next. Right, a couple of key improvements have been made. First and foremost, we've got the work camp, which is nice. We can choose what we want to build, mature trees only, etc. Yeah, we'll do that. That's just going to auto-feed us some wood, which means that we don't have to keep setting these as targets. And in fact, you know what? We'll just unthingy that. There we go. We'll leave these as forage targets. That's fine. We've got this built, the Forager Shack, which I think is great. It's got a good winter berry sort of harvest as well. Loads of berries in the area, greens in the area, etc. That's really good. I've also set up, or started the process of getting some fences built in place for next year, so that hopefully we don't lose, well, any of our crops, actually, to the animals. But it's going to be quite an investment. It's quite a large investment of logs, actually. It's literally 1 log per fence post. So, yeah, quite a commitment to get that all built. But I believe we can do it. Right, a cobbler shop. I don't really think... Well, actually, maybe we do need shoes. It only requires pelts, and we're already tanning the pelts here, so... Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. Villager has been cured. Great. I wasn't actually that focused on healing, to be honest. And now that I've got the ability to build the healer's house, that's maybe... something that we should turn our attention back to. Oh, yeah. Temporary shelter. Okay. That's cool. That's useful. Allows workers that are far from their residences to work before returning home. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. A temple. 1,200 coins. Oh. 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 Well, healer's house. It's here. We're going to build it. Let's get it built there. I guess I'll probably high priorityify this, which means that it'll be built before the school, because, well, also the school is paused for construction at the present moment, so, yeah. Also means that's where our wooden planks are going to go. How's my villager workforce looking? It's not looking too bad. Sawyer, work camp, priest, trader, Wainwright. What a great phrase, eh? What a great phrase. Farmers. Yeah. Yeah. Cobbler, Fletcher. We definitely do not need a Fletcher. That's here. Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. There's no real reason for a Fletcher. Maybe somebody to work in the compost yards. That's fine, though. Nice. Okay, let's get through winter, and then let's see what spring brings. Work areas may be empty. Don't think so. It's just winter. Lovely, luscious spring has arrived, and that means that it is time for the process of planting the crops, which hopefully will not be destroyed, I hope. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how quickly we're going to be able to build all of these corresponding fences. We've already built 2 bits of fence. Great. And all of them, yeah, as I say, super, super duper expensive. Very expensive. No stones in range of the work camp. I don't care. Just chop down wood instead. That is completely fine. Right. Hunter's hut. Probably going to prioritize that next, just so that we've got a few more resources, a few more bits of food. As I say, we need that sweet, sweet spot of 4 months of food in order to get everything working properly. So, let's do it. Predators are attacking. Let's go and take this. Let's go and take this sucker out. Yeah, it's time. Let's get you over here. Manually attack there. Get stuck in there, buddy. Get stuck in. Is that the last boar? No, there's another boar over here, actually. There's not many of them. There's not many of them at all. Oops. Yeah. Oh. Well, there you go. I guess you took out the boar? What the heck happened there? There's another one over here. Go and take that out. I feel like you deserve to go on a bit of a rampage, buddy. You know, you've done a fine job. There we go. And you get the carcass, and that gives us loads of food as well, which is great. Okay, 5 months of food. Storage. Brilliant. That's exactly what we need to see. It's exactly what we need. We need the healer's house to get built. The hunter's cabin has now been built. Amazing. That's the next one. That is all that we are after. Oh, it's all coming together. This is looking great. This is looking really, really, really good. All we need to make sure is that the crops are protected before they actually start growing. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. Don't really think that the traveling salesman, the traveling merchant has got anything that I particularly value. I mean, we could sell some weapons. They're priced well. That's good. He's got 39 and he pays above average for them. Maybe, but I mean, I don't really think that I care that much, to be honest. I think we're just kind of quite content just to allow Allow the merchant to keep on passing through. Not a big deal at all. So, bad news. Unfortunately, my fences have not yet been built. However, I can very carefully, by microing a unit here, keep the deer away. And they are clearly interested. Look at this. They're clearly going for it. Oh, they're so going for it. Don't. No. There we go. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, they're so desperate to eat. But I'm not going to let them have it. Come on. There we go. Come on, keep harvesting, keep harvesting. Get these crops out of here. That's what we want to see. We want to see 0% animal eatage. Beautiful. It's working perfectly so far. Famous last words, eh? Oh, there's another little fire that has taken place over here. Not much we can really do about it, other than to say I think it might have been set by the animals. Crops left to rot? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's probably because I was microing this flipping farmer around so much. Oh well, that's a bit of a shame. Sorry about that, field. I really did I did my darndest. I really tried. You know what? Yeah, we should abandon the idea of growing crops. There we go. Get the crops moved that we have here. But yeah, abandon the idea of growing them until that field is properly protected. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem. There's a drought. Drought can stunt the growth of crops. Well, it's a good thing that the crop harvest has just happened. Also, are we losing... Oh, the healer's house costs an incredibly large amount of upkeep. Also, we're selling snake oil. That's quite a nice little attention to detail there. I need more money. I need more money, and I need more money flipping fast. Right, the good news is we seem to be up on the number of logs that we've got, which is great. Let's throw in a few more people to doing building, I think. Yeah, we'll do that so that we can try and get this all done, because we've got the wood to make it happen. I've kind of toggled everybody else off. I think I'm going to toggle the healer's house off. Yeah, is that going to save me the upkeep? I certainly hope so. I don't know if I'll reassign that person to maybe work in the saw pit. And instead, we will... Or maybe we'll just leave it empty for now. Either way, this is definitely looking good. It's definitely going to make a difference, I think, having that wall up there. We've got a little bit of knowledge. I still have a lot more stuff to be building, though, don't I? I need stuff that generates money. Stuff that generates money. I mean, upgrade requirements is location desirability and some herbs. Don't think that we've got the ability to collect herbs yet, do we? Or if we do, maybe there's just not a pile of herbs around. If that's the case, that is the case. 2 new villagers have immigrated. Excellent. That's exactly what we want to see. A windmill. Yeah, we need to build that, although the cost is going to be... I think it's flax. So we need to get that started. Arborist. An arborist will work at this building and maintain the harvest of fruit trees nearby. Are there fruit trees nearby? I think these are berry bushes. Raider camp nearby? What the heck? Where's the raider camp? There is apparently a raider camp nearby. Ah. Uh-oh. That could be a problem. That could be a problem indeed. Right, a lookout tower, not necessarily a bad idea. A barracks, almost essential, I would say, at a time like this. Where do I want to build it? Maybe here? Yeah, I guess so. It doesn't improve the desirability, so there's no real reason to build it out here, apart from the fact that it would be closer to the enemy, which may have an added bonus. But that raider camp does worry me. Definitely does worry me. Oh, there we go. I've toggled the healer's house off. So, yeah, not enough just to... Oh, really? You're stricken with dehydration right after I turn the healer's hut off? Yeah, well, whatever. Either way, yeah, not enough to just remove it, to remove people from it. We need to turn it off. I don't think any of these other buildings that we have over here have upkeep. I really do want to get the wagon shop up and running. I just feel like that's a really important thing to get. You know, more wagons, more ability to move resources around the place. It's going to be pretty darn useful if we can make it happen. How on earth I'm going to get all this gold, though? That's the real crux of the matter. I might have to look at tech. A sand pit, yeah, I would love to get a sand pit, but I don't think that we have the... It's a clay pit over there. I don't think we have the ability to place a sand pit anywhere. Yeah, what the heck is that? That's some reeds, I think. Yeah, no sign of a sand pit location, unfortunately. What else have we got here? An apiary? Cool. We've got a potter building. Also fine. Weaver building, fine. Candle shop, fine. Soap shop, fine. Charcoal kiln. Okay. Food production, yeah, we know that we've got the windmill to build. Ending in storage, wagon shop, yep. A granary. Yeah, I would kind of like a granary. A repository for the town's gold? Maybe that's useful. Doesn't really feel like it is. Flippin' temple, man. I'm never going to be able to get that done. That is so large. An academy. Flippin' heck. Flippin' heck. Yeah, so this market. If I get an additional person, is that going to allow us to make more money from it? I think the answer to that, unfortunately, is no. I think we need to just be trading away some of our valuables from the trading post. I think that's pretty much the only way that we have of making a good, consistent income at the moment. We're still... Oh, the compost yard? We do not need the compost yard to be activated right now. The compost yard and the shrine, which is fulfilling the spirituality need, which is slightly good, I suppose, because it's what we need. But, you know, I'm okay with losing 4 from there, as long as we're making at least a little bit of money. But we do need to find a more consistent source of income. Right. How's the field looking? The field is looking much better, but we're still working away on these logs. And in fact, as long as we don't have more than 5 logs in storage, that's probably a good sign that, yeah, we still need to finish this building. 2 more villagers immigrated, another villager being born. Fantastic. What's the breakdown? 2 seniors, 18 adults, 15 adolescents, 3 children, and 4 infants. So it's not actually like a... Not actually a huge percentage that are actually able to work. Like, it's just not build a new school. Yeah, I'm working on it. In fact, you know what? Let's... I can't even do that. We need to get more cash before we do get the school sorted. But we can at least afford the planks now. We can afford the clay. It's just the cash that we don't have. Fine. We'll save up for it. It's okay. Is there any research that we can do that would be great? Steel surgical tools. Heavy freight wagons. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. Animal husbandry, barn, chicken coop, goat barn, hay, all of it. Yeah, that's nice. Trailblazing. Not that bothered. Not that bothered. Deep wells. Architecture. I mean, that's great. A 15% increase in construction speed is phenomenal. Reduced chance of dysentery, cholera outbreaks. That's super handy. Spotters. Yeah, smithing, forging. There's a lot of good stuff here. But what could lead to the biggest upkeep? Or the biggest cash injection? Maybe animal husbandry? It sounds... Oops. Confirm, yeah. It sounds maybe a bit odd to say, but... I'm thinking probably animal husbandry. A barn. Yeah. Sure. Get it built. We can build it. That's fine. 40 wood. Okay. Jeez Louise. Why is everything so darn expensive wood-wise? Uh-oh. Well, you know, I was just cruising through winter, but now increased raider activity. Hostile bands of raiders have been spotted roaming the outskirts of your lands. Be prepared in case they attack the settlements. Well, we're into year number 5, and that does not make me very happy at all, to be honest. That's just not good news. We know that there are raiders over there. We know what to look out for. Yeah, I just need cash. I mean, honestly, the first trader that comes through here, let's do harvest resource, prioritize. Yeah, the first trader that comes through here, we're gonna immediately get. Also, this, what are we in here? We're in that year, that's fine. And then peas, whoops, peas. Yeah, it's fine. That's good enough. It's a fine. That's a fine structure. I don't think that we need... I don't think that we need a gate here. If we do, we can worry about that in a bit. We got 2 hunters, so if the raiders do decide to attack, well, we've got 2 people armed with bows and arrows. But I should probably start thinking about getting some weapons and maybe buying some more goods from the trader in that regard. But at least... yeah, there we go. Okay, you don't need gates. That's fantastic. And the last 2 of these fence posts. That, honestly, that was like 60 wood for this entire operation around here. That's quite a lot. New villager being born. Love to see it. That's great. And now we can get wheat up and running. So, we get the wheat. Is there any chance that we can maybe get ourselves... I mean, a windmill this year? I mean, to be fair, actually. What if I get this? What if I get this next year? I don't know how long the wheat is going to stay good for. I don't know why I'm like obsessively trying to get wheats. I mean, that would be an ideal situation if we could get it. Maybe I just trash the wheat and we get the flax this year. Is it flax? Yeah, it's flax. Yeah, let's remove and flax it up. Goods, and then peas. I think we can do it. I think we can squeeze it in. Okay, so I think that'll give us the numbers that we need. We'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Please, trading post. Please. This is what we need. We just can't get this. It's just too little money coming in. Too little money coming in general. Policies, overseeding. Production speed is increased by 20%. Chance to injure. Villagers consume 50% less food, but town happiness is reduced. Lookout towers increased. Hunters and guards can use crossbows. Don't think any of that is that useful for us right now, to be honest. Also, look at this. We're out of ranged ammunition. Now, we do... yes, this is what I've been waiting for. We do have a Fletcher building, so let's get one of these in here. This is going to allow us to make... yep, arrows and bows. Let's have a little look-see. What can we sell you? What can we buy? We can buy weapons. That's not great. I mean, we can sell you planks. Is that it? Is that the best that we can really do? Would you buy? I don't think you would buy anything that's not highlighted here. Yeah. Well, I think we got to sell you planks, buddy. I'm afraid. Transfer items. Let's go for... I mean, all of it, actually. Just confirm. Yeah, let's just get it all moved across here. 107. We'll be able to pretty easily... get that up and running. We just need the cash. We absolutely simply just need the cash. We need, what, 108 gold? I think we can do that with our current... load. It should be doable. All of the planks are stored here as well, which is quite nice. Knowledge generated. Great. Love to see it. Not really the priority for me right now, but it's alright. Right, so what can we get? What can we get for this? If we sell everything, we get 280. That's actually pretty good. Let's get that loaded in, locked in. Transfer gold, get it into the town center so that we can immediately start getting this built. And actually, also, it will be enough almost for the school as well, which is a good thing to do. That is funky corner, but we're going to build it. It's nice. Keeps it a bit natural. Keeps it a bit natural. Right, let's sell that second batch, shall we? Buy, sell 50 more. Beautiful. Transfer the gold. Amazing. Get it all moved across. That's what we like to see. And look, planks are... Ooh, is that another one? That is another one. Trader number 2 has arrived. Well, well, well. Congratulations. I would love to sell some shoes to you. That is great. Yeah, let's sell the shoes because we do actually have 5. That's fine. We do actually have 5 shoes. And they are... Oh, we should have sold all of our planks to this son of a gun here. He's offering 6 ducats as opposed to 5. We've also got clay. I don't... merchant is not buying this item. Okay, well, that's a shame. You're not buying that either. But, you know what? The fact that we get the shoes off our backs is fine enough. We'll also move... Continue to move more stuff in here. Great, good. 84 of those. Let's get this all sold. Sell all of our shoes for a little bit. And then, yeah, well, as soon as that has all come through, we will sell them all as well. Great. Okay, so the barracks has now been built. This is fantastic. I would very much like to recruit some units. Recruitment cost, monthly cost. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I don't know if we can make... I don't know if we can make swords, can we? Fletcher building basket shop. We can make arrows. We can make bows. That's about it. New villager's been born. That's good. That is good. The school, I'm also gonna take the risk to try and just get that done. I mean, it's a bit of a risk because the priority really should be recruitment of units to be going up against these chumps over here, which, yeah, I'm nervous about. Right, let's see if we can try and get 2 archers. Sure. Seeking weapons. I think we should have the weapons. If we don't, then we can reevaluate. You've got a bow. You may need some arrows. And the arrows may be produced. Willow. We don't have willow. Get rid of you from the basket shop then. If you're not going to do anything, there's literally no point in you being there. Go put another person into the Fletchers. The barn. Yeah, I want to build the barn. I want to get back to building the barn, but I don't really think it's a huge priority for me. Yep. Still out of arrows over here. That's okay. We're going to get them recruited. Let's also see if we can try and build ourselves a tower to defend. A lookout tower. Yep. And I think 50 gold, man, 50 gold, that's too much. It's too much. When I'm so thin on the ground, 50 gold seems like a lot. And I know I'm investing a lot in my school, but that's because that's going to achieve the objective of hopefully getting a few more people to join the settlement, and that will maybe encourage a little bit more activity. I mean, we've got 4 months of food stores. That's pretty decent. How's this looking? This is not looking too shabby. This is not looking too shabby in the farming department. Do we actually need a gate here? If we need a gate, where is it? Roads and fencing. Here we go. Yeah, if we actually need a gate, we can do that. Increase the number of assigned workers. Increase the number of assigned workers. I don't care. I want to get this done. We got 35 wood. There's pretty much no reason that it shouldn't be getting done. So let's get it done. Right, Fletchers. Why are we not getting more bows and arrows? Let's do slightly higher ratio. For every bow that we make, we will make 2 sets of 18 arrows. I think that's fairly legitimately large number of arrows to have on the go. There we go. We got a fence gate. Perfect. Maybe it was what we needed all along. Let's hopefully get a good harvest of the flax there. And yeah, my merchants have disappeared. Have we got any? Got some wood planks there, but honestly, it's fine. We can leave or take them out of the out of the storage facility there. It's not necessarily the end of the world. Okay, cool. The fact that we got 2 archers, very nice. We've got one that doesn't have arrows in at the moment. But again, that's fine. Planks, this is a great reason as to why we don't want to. So, great reason as to why we don't want them to be kept in the trading post. We want them to be moved away. Also, look at that. Look at that wagon. I think this is a... Yeah, this is a proper wagon that is now being used. Very nice. Cool. Do we want to get another... We want to get another wagon operator? Yeah. I think I would quite like that. Also, this looks like it is ripe for a path. Up to here. Let's build that. And then build that over there. Very nice. A little bit of extra knowledge goes a long way. Building needs more workers. The school. Yeah. Yeah. What do we need? What do we need here? Select a villager to employ at the school. Somebody with an education. You're a builder. Yeah, congratulations. You can be our teacher for the town, which is nice. How much is the soldier training costing me? 12? Oh, goodness. Also, if I was to recruit more units, light infantry, for example, if I recruit 2 of these, do I have the kit? Predators are attacking? This is the perfect... It's a bear. It's actually a bear. This is the perfect opportunity to show them what for. Where are you? There we go.
At once.
Go have at it. Okay, incoming travelers. 21 people. Holy cow. Yes. I will take 21 people. I realize that is going to massively strain my... Well, actually everything. It will strain everything. We now no longer have enough houses. We will probably need to get some additional food facilities. But for now, holy cow, that is good. That is great, in fact. Okay, most importantly, though, let's go and watch my soldiers. Here they come. Try and take out this bear. You're dead, aren't you?
Yes.
You're a forager. You need to run this way. Yeah, you're 100% dead. There we go. Look at this. Get stuck in there.
Orders?
Get stuck in there, soldier. Beautiful. I mean, you don't have armor, by the looks of things, and you don't have a weapon. But hey, we got the bear.
Need anything?
You are wounded. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. Is there maybe a chance that we could turn the healer's house back on? Assign somebody here?
Aye.
Can we say, go and heal this person? I suspect not, to be honest. I suspect not. I don't know if there's
What
anybody
needs
coming to
doing?
your aid. I'm really sorry. Health is at 13%. Yeah, I think you might be... I think your goose might be a little bit cooked. Alternatively, the healer might actually be coming right now. Oh. Yeah, you're saved. Oh, amazing, amazing. Right, housing shortage. Yeah, we realize that. We're working on it. And in fact, I should be able to get on top of that real quick. Oh, what a hugely useful influx of people. We now have 23 laborers. That is absolutely phenomenal. If only I had some way to generate more money. There must be some tech here that we can use. Carry capacity for wagons, paper mill, book binding. I need to sell some services to my people. That's what I need. Construction speed I'll take. You know what, just give me 2 construction speed upgrades. That's fine. Right. I'm going to get Villagers homeless. Villagers unhappy. We're sorting that. Villagers no shield. Yeah, let's get some more troops in just a little bit. But for now, let's see if we can try and get resources. What am I looking for? I am looking for the ability to make a shield. Where was the Fletcher workshop? Also, yeah, I think we can build this now, can't we? Pretty close to it. Flippin' heck. 40 stone. Okay, maybe a little bit of a ways away. Yeah, where the heck was the Fletcher workshop? It's here. It's here. Okay. So what do we need? The armory requires research. Fine. The blacksmith also requires research. We know that. This is the shield. This is the sword and some tools. And the foundry is iron. So we need to get forging and smithing as well before we're able to get weaponry. Well, that's fine. What are my chances, do we think, against these raiders? I mean, they do have a little bit of... I mean, if I get some bows, right? How hard can it be? I feel like I should chance it. I'm going to get 4 archers. Almost certainly, we're not going to have the bows for that. But if I did, by some miracle, manage to get him. Also, let's do harvest trees. Yeah, just take out all these trees. I feel like we got loads and loads of people spare. Everybody's sitting around doing nothing, so get them out into the woods. Get them chopping down trees. I realize it's about to be winter time, but that's okay. We'll get this house built. Once that house is built, the housing shortage will officially be fixed. It will be remedied. 2 infantry, 6 archers. You know, maybe this is just me. I feel like we can take this raider camp. And we're absolutely going to see if we can do it. Is wintertime the best time to do it? No. I feel like the answer to that is absolutely, resolutely no. And each and every time you look at a historical example of an offensive maneuver in winter, it's pretty much always failed. Is that going to stop me this time? Probably not, to be honest. I feel like I still want to try it. But I don't want to try it until I get the ammo that we need. So we need at least 2 more bows, and we need a little bit of extra ammo as well. Well, in good news, it's winter. In bad news, we really don't have any money at all. So I feel like we're going to do our little offensive whilst we still have an army. And you know what? If it just so happens that oh my goodness.
It will be done.
Yeah. Retreat. We actually only have 2 archers. That's kind of incredible. There we go. Give him a little 1-2 loop around. There we go. Nice. And actually, look at that. Villager has died. We're okay with that, though. We're alright with a little bit of death. I can't actually believe that. Okay, go and attack here. And then, what the heck is going on over here? They're just chilling?
Right away.
And then go and take the camp. You know what? If we end up having a few sacrifices.
As you command.
There. Attack you.
It will be done.
No, attack that archer there. Yeah, because you can do a lot of damage on the back line. Absolutely something we want to avoid. Destroy you as well. Good. And destroy the raider camp. If we can take it, that'd be great. What the heck is this? Oh, it's a villager, a wounded villager. Yeah, we are gonna just die here if we stick around here. Well, we will manage to escape with 2 people alive, both of which are melee units. I will turn the healer back on. Soldiers are unpaid. Yeah, that's kind of the issue that I thought we would have. The good news is, though, now that we've had so many deaths, we need to pay fewer people. It's just economics, baby. It's just economics. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. Right, I think we're going to wrap things up. I could play this all day. Honestly, this is just so flippin'. It's just so good. It's so good. It's a really, really tight, competent, fun city builder. And honestly, I think the reviews on Steam perfectly reflect exactly that. Very positive and very deservedly so. It's 1.0 release, definitely a good time to check it out. Roundabout now, definitely very, very good game. Very much enjoyed my time with it. Oh, look at that. The snow is all melting just as we do the outro here. Anyway, check out the game, linked down in the description below. Thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.